Good evening, I'm Matt White and thanks for your company. First tonight, the everyday homes hiding dark secrets in respectable middle-class suburbs. Police are staging major raids to bust suburban drug lords, finding homemade drug labs in record numbers. Neil Dawley reports on a crime crackdown happening in the most unlikely locations.
I'd be really scared to come home at night.
They are the scourge of the suburbs.
The labs are toxic time bombs. They can literally explode.
What you're watching is the door-to-door war police are fighting, taking on the drug barons who are turning peaceful suburbs into drug havens. These police know this is anything but a normal family home. These latest raids exposing the sinister secrets hiding in our suburbs, quiet family neighbourhoods that harbour deadly drug labs and cannabis crops.
I would suggest there'd be a lot many more that we haven't uncovered that are in the suburbs.
The number of drug labs being raided by police is exploding. That's if they don't explode themselves.
It was like a bomb had gone off.
Stacey Parkinson's story will have you wondering just how well you know your neighbours. Luckily, she wasn't home when the drug lab next door blew up, injuring 5 men, including the police commissioner's son. The drug makers have moved on, but Stacey still lives here, fearing what could be happening next door.
I was in a state of shock and a state of panic, and I'm just glad that I wasn't there.
A record 703 drug labs were uncovered across the country last year, up from 252 in 2001. That's a 179% increase. Most of the labs were found in Queensland, which topped the list with 293, followed by Western Australia with 171, New South Wales 87 and South Australia 75. Queensland Police Union President Ian Levers.
It's a very profitable business.
Drug labs can be set up anywhere. All you need is a bit of space, a heat source and some chemicals. They're being uncovered in cars, caravans, garden sheds, even here in Park Road, Milton, one of Brisbane's busiest cafe strips. Discovered in these shops last year, the lab could have exploded at any time. And when the police raided it, this entire area had to be evacuated. But it gets worse. It was the second lab found here in just 18 months.
We saw one recently in a quiet suburban street which blew the roof off a house.
It's not only keeping police busy. Jenny Boymal's Melbourne-based company Jena Dyco has been set up specifically to train people how to clean up the toxic mess left by drug labs.
A lot of the danger is in the vapours in the air and the vapours that have penetrated into all the surfaces, and they're not necessarily visible.
Some cleanups can take months and cost upwards of $70,000.
Chemicals like ammonia, benzene, acetone are very commonly used through the cooking process, and the issue is they all become a chemical cocktail and react with each other and produce chemicals and vapours that don't naturally occur in society.
From one lab to another, there may be a different mix of really deadly chemicals.
Dr. Richard Kidd from the Australian Medical Association says fumes from those chemicals could affect whole streets.
In the short term, people can experience severe headaches, difficulty breathing. If the fumes haven't been cleared, if it hasn't been ventilated, that's when it's most dangerous, and I think that's where some deaths have been reported as, if you like, an acute reaction.
But other than strange chemical smells, if not set up right, some labs can go completely undetected.
There could be one right next to you.
All I want to do is speak out and say, you know, these things are happening and crack down on it because it's serious.